Hello, my name is Eduardo. I am here again with another tutorial, and we're going to continue with the Mario running game or Mario Run app or App Inventor. And in the previous tutorial we just got here that we were making Mario jump. Well, that was the idea. Now just to test, I was adding this kind of thing, meters or the distance, but that's not very important. So today we're going to work adding our first enemy. Okay, to do that, let's go here to drawing an animation and let's drag an image sprite and let's rename it as enemy sprite. Enemy sprite. Now we need to go here and we're going to check where we are going to load this thing when the game starts. So in that case, I guess it's possible to add it here. So when we start the game, when we press this huge horrible button. Okay, well, let's start adding enemy sprite. First, remember, it's always resizing and then positioning the thing. So first let's resize the width of this enemy and let's set it to I'm not sure if it's like 1% of the screen of the width. Maybe, yeah, we can use this. Duplicate this one and let's set it to width times 10%. I guess it's too much, but well, we're going to fix it in a moment. And then we are going to duplicate this one, that is the height, and then according the height we're going to multiply using the width, okay, so of the enemy. So we go here to enemy and we are going to take its value, the previous value that we just calculate from the enemy sprite, and check the proportion. Okay, so in this case it can be like 1, so maybe it's quite square or something. So now let's check. How can we check it? Well, in this case we can first go to designer, because we need to check that the property for the Z value, okay, for the enemy, it's okay. So just give me a second. Enemy, let's check Mario. It has to have the quite the same. Mario, it is 5, so maybe enemy sprite is 6. Why? Well, I want the sprite to be over Mario if we have this kind of opportunity. Well, enemy sprite, it doesn't have any graphic, so we need to upload a graphic. So here we go, select, we go for the documents thing, Mario 2 sprites. I guess I have here sprites, and we have here this beautiful turtle, enemy 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So I guess I'm going to use this one. I'm going to upload to 21, that is to 1. And then I'm going to upload enemy to 2, 22. And finally I'm going to add enemy 23. That's it. It is like an animation for this enemy. And we have this enemy here. It is visible in this moment. Yes, it's visible. What about this start game? It said let's send it to 10 just to see this graphic just to check the sizing that I mentioned before. Okay, then we see if we have it in here. I move just this thing. Let's go here to the blocks and let's check the enemy width, enemy sprite. So it's like maybe very small, so let's set it to 0.5, no, 50%, sorry, maybe 0.15, 0.15. Enemy, do it, undo it. So maybe it's lost, we need to place it. Let's duplicate this one, let's duplicate this and let's call it enemy sprite. Then we duplicate the Y for Mario, duplicate, and then we just call it enemy sprite. We just do it and we just do it. Okay, here it is our graphic that it looks distorted, so maybe width it's okay, but it needs to be higher, so maybe it is 1. Do it. Oh, I like it. Not sure if it's okay with Mario, so let's check Mario. So it's huge, so let's set it to maybe not 0.90, 0.85, sorry, 0.085, so it is like 8%. Do it. 1. Do it. So maybe 0.8. Yes, it's 0.85 talking about, because we are using the enemy sprite width. Sorry guys. Looks much better. No, 0.9. Yeah, and now we just change this, so it is not that big, it's not 15%, so what about 10%? We do it, and then we just update this one. I guess it looks nice, just the head of Mario, and then we need to place it. To place it, we have to put it here, X. Well, in the X, maybe it has to be near 0. Okay, so what about 0? Well, not now, because we need to see the position now. So in this case, for the Y position canvas, it is quite the same as in Mario, but we're using here its own size. Okay, as you check it, it's pretty simple. And now it is here. Now we need to check the animation for this guy. So to animate the enemy, we can create a procedure that we are going to insert in animation procedure. Okay, so this is enemy animation enemy, and it's quite the same as in this one, but we just have like 3 frames. I guess we can duplicate this and then we just check what is necessary or not necessary from this one. So we can use global frames here. We can create a global frame for this one, but in this case, let's see if with this it's okay. I guess we have just 3 frames. Global frame, it's going to increase. Yeah, we need another frame, and let's call it frame Mario. Then we duplicate frame enemy, and then frame enemy, sorry, frame enemy, frame enemy, frame enemy. Now if you remember, the names of the enemies sprites are enemy 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in that case we are going to set it to this. We need to add something extra here to the string, and we're going to collect enemy 2, enemy 2, and then you have 1, 2, 3 point png or dot where. That's the idea. Then we just set the frame enemy to 0. Basically that is okay. I guess that's okay. And then we are just going to call this animation here using the same clock. I guess no problem with that. Ooh, we're going to check what is happening. Global frame enemy, global frame enemy, global frame enemy, and then global frame enemy is using the sprite from that for Mario. Oh yeah, sorry. Enemy sprite, the most important. And that's it. You have your enemy stuff thing. And if you check, it stops in a moment. Then we have, when we touch, we disable the clock. So maybe we are going to need a specific clock just for enemies to avoid that thing. Okay. So let's go and add an extra clock for similar to this one, 12. At least 24, it's okay. So sensors, clock for enemy, and let's rename this to enemy clock, and we just disable this thing, and we set it to 12, maybe 240, 24. Then we just set it here, and then we're going to use this procedure animation enemy inside this clock that we are going to animate when enemy appears. Enemy clock, and we're going to say it here. That's it. So we're going to animate the enemy, okay, when appears. So for that we are going to make the enemy appear when we play this. Enemy will be there. Or we can use something to create an illusion of that. So let's go here and let's find the blocks. Well, when you start like getting these things very big or huge. Okay, so this is the screen. The enemy has to be invisible, and the initial position for the enemy has to be in another place. So let's make the enemy invisible at the beginning. Then we need to set its position. So let me move this thing, because it's getting bigger, this project, guys. So now the position in X, it has to be 0. Initial position 0. Eliminate this, and then it's going to move to this part, okay, to the right. So to move well, we're going to set it to 0, and then we are going to enable its clock. Background, any clock, duplicate, enemy clock, enable, and then we need to check the procedure to do it. We can use the platform procedure here okay, to move it as the other elements. So you can add an else if block. So else block, sorry, and this is for the enemy. So in this case we need to check something similar from the other things. Okay, so let's use this one, duplicate. If the enemy sprite X, it is more than the canvas, use here the enemy, so we want to reset the position. Okay, then set its position, duplicate to 0 again, and in this case the Y is not necessary. That's it. This guy has to move, but here we need to tell to move, so we are going to duplicate this one and we are going to change just the values for the enemy. In this case it's enemy sprite. This is just to move in the x-axis, and then global speed. Well, it needs to be fast. Okay, so not slow. So maybe we can use like something like 5. Okay, so to test the enemy. So let's check what happens. It goes there. Let's check the speed first. If enemy is prime, so we need to refresh everything, because enemy sprite thinks other things. Okay, so let's refresh the screen and let's see what happens. So basically that is the idea, to add the enemies. So let's see what happens. The turtle is over here on the left, so it's trying to move, I guess. Okay, I guess it's coming, I guess. So just make sure blocks are okay. Mountain, platform, platform 2, mountain sprite, and then we have, where is the enemy stuff? Platform, 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 cloud. Oh, it is in here. If enemy sprite is bigger than this, then well, it is not cloud sprite, it is enemy sprite to 0. Sorry, another mistake. Okay, well, and then we need to check if the position of this guy is moving or not moving. I hope it's coming. So enemy sprite divided by 5 is the global speed. So maybe it's coming. No, it's not coming. So enemy, let's use just the normal value just to check what happens. And again, let's refresh everything, because you know these things needs to load everything again. So let's wait for App Inventor. It's getting quite slow, but when you build the project, it is not that slow, okay, and it's not that choppy. Okay, that we can see here. Let's refresh the screen here, go to the blocks, and let's see what's happening. So we start and it's moving, and we're waiting for enemy sprite, else if enemy sprite to 0. Canvas width. Where are you, friend? You know what? Let's check what's happening with the enemy. Well, to check what's happening with the enemy, we can use here this bar, okay, the enemy clock. I mean the title. So to do that, we just check the procedure that we have here in platform. We go here, global distance. So we are going to use just this, just to check what's happening with enemy sprite, if it's moving or not. Yes, it's moving. It gets to 0. And then it gets to the limit. So it's okay. So we cannot see the enemy sprite. Why? That's the question. Because it's invisible. Sorry. Well, that's something when you have, as I showed you, lots of blocks. Remember that we make it invisible when we have this procedure in here. So it was invisible, the enemy sprite. Now we need to set it back to visible when we press start with this guy. sorry. Enemy sprite, do it. And then we need to check. So that's why. And it was really fast. We wanted to have excellent. So now in that case it looks much better. Now we can change this value to a random value. Okay, so we can use random integer from 1, now from 5 to remember, smaller values are fast. It's for the Koopa to go faster, and bigger values is to go slower. For example, something like 15 can be like quite slow. So let's change this doing this. Do it. Let's see if we have a value. So I guess that's coming. And then when you jump, that's pretty slow. So you have to be careful. So maybe 10, because if it's really slow, it can be impossible to jump. So it has to be faster. I'm going to build the project just to show you that it's not that slow. So maybe 2, 8. This from 3 to 6. That's it. And that's it. We have our first enemy. And you know, when you jump, I guess what happened when we jump? When we jump, we stop the animation. Well, now we can set the distance in here. For the distance, I just use this, create a variable, then just global distance plus 0.144, okay, and then just update this title. Okay, the value, well, I get it from a forum, something about the speed of an average human or something. So here, when we are jumping, we set it to 3. What about to 5? Looks better. Okay, so I guess we are almost done with this enemy stuff, and then we are ready to build this up. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you have any comments, questions, please let me know them. If you want to have these kind of projects, or the source file, I mean, everything, okay, you can get them in my Patreon page. Okay, so you come in my Patreon, you can have access to these source files, and to the images and everything, okay, even the blocks. So if not, you can just do this, just following the tutorial, I guess. Okay, so well, now let's build the project, and with that thing, I guess we can just we build it. Let's stop a little bit. And then we are just ready to install this in our device. I'm sure if I can, because sometimes my device is not working properly. That's it. Okay, we have this. Then we just check connected as media device. Let's check. Well, that's the idea. Just let me stop the video, and we check it. Okay, well, so I copy this thing, and let me check. Let's install it. And that's the idea. Okay, so please run. Remember, this is not the final, just I touch Mario to enter to the other screen. Then we just place this and check. It looks better, so not so choppy, a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so we have to be careful with all the things that we are adding, so that's why. Because remember, App Inventor is not like something like specific for games, so that is the best thing of App Inventor. No, but I guess you can have a very decent game just using this thing. Okay, maybe we need to optimize graphics and these things and this stuff. So well, we have our first enemy. So using variable speeds, and then we just need to try and test and this. Oh, finally. Okay, well, that's all for today. So for the next video, we are going to add maybe something, what happens, collisions. We need to check collisions between the enemy and Mario. Okay, so we need to create a procedure to game over. Okay, to call game over, to stop the game, to freeze everything, and then maybe to just show the score. So we need to create these things for the next video, and then we are going to add sounds, etc, etc, etc. But for the next part, I guess we are going to work with the game over procedure. Well, that's all for today. My name is Eduardo. Please share this video and like it. Okay, so please help me with this little stuff, and I will see you the next time. Thank you very much. I will see you soon.